Putnam.
This is Sam 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 Putnam.
There's one stock that is about to skyrocket, in my opinion. Trump just signed an executive order that is very positive for drones. It helps them move towards Federal Aviation Administration FAA certification, and the stock prices of these drone companies have reflected that optimism. There's one drone company, ARCAT, that hasn't gone up yet. Let's take a look at the stock chart and what the company does so we can evaluate if we want to buy it or not. This is not financial advice, but I have to say this stock looks interesting. Here we go. This is the chart. It's about a $10 stock right now, and it just keeps forming higher lows here in the past year. It did come down on that tariff news like every other company and rebounded excellently. It's almost a double since then, and there's a couple left side peaks at 1250 and then down at 1120, which are very important to use as risk. If it can get through those pivots, that's very bullish for the stock. You can use them as a stop out point, or you can buy it sooner and use this $10 level as a stop out point, which goes all the way back to somewhere in early January, right around the beginning of the tariff drop. But look, we're way beyond tariffs right now. We're in a bullish market environment, and there's three type of pieces of information that are driving this optimism chiefly, okay? Small drones are being reclassified as consumables, okay? That helps ARCAT and makes it easier to get certified and to get the government to buy these drones, which is an awesome customer to have. There are executive orders favoring Made in America purchases, and I think ARCAT is moving to align its strategy in that vein. We don't know exactly how much of their supply chain is in the US, but we know that that company is already moving based off of this news. This was the news right here. And I think there's a lot more upside price appreciation to be had. UMAC is just getting started. It did have quite a move and didn't come back, which means it's harder to buy right now, which is why we're talking about ARCAT in this video. And KTOS just went and didn't stop, okay? So there's a reason this is the interesting player right now coming into Monday. And this third reason is pretty useful as well. They have secured some contract wins through this program, and it's great to have those high certainty government contracts. So what else can we say about ARCAT besides analyst targets, which are well above the current price? Because we know how positive analysts are. We don't have to look into what they're saying in depth. We can instead say, what are they actually doing? Okay. And it's safe to say that announcing these contract wins makes it a safer buy. Launching new divisions that are, they better be focused on US based components. But you have to say the main issue with any type of small company like this is, are they going to sell stock into retail investors? And the answer is yes, they are. They did raise about $100+ million, almost $200 million through a public offering, okay? This is normal with these small companies. But those are the type of downward stock movement, price movements that you have to be aware can happen. I don't know that that's going to happen soon, and we can get an idea of that right here. If we take a look at its recent capital raises, if a stock recently raised, it's less likely to raise in the near future, okay? And if we look at the dates here, this is pretty recent. 2 years ago, 2 days ago, I mean to say, they raised $60 million, okay? And it had been months since they've raised that again. So buying the stock today or in the next week, the likelihood of them dropping another offering that lowers the stock price because they're selling stock, so that creates more supply, which means it outweighs the demand, so the price has to go down. That likelihood is relatively low, okay? It looks like they raise about every couple months. Could they just sell stock directly into the market at any time? They might be able to, but they currently don't have a registered at the market offering filing to do so. So that's actually bullish. This is a small number of convertible notes, and if we look higher, way higher, we can see the float is actually relatively high, 100 million, and they've got cash. That's bullish. Of course, we do have these warrants, which they're above that price right now. So even if these warrants are exercised, this is about 1 million warrants. That's not going to make a dent in the $100 million that are available to trade. Okay? And these warrants aren't registered. So I think this is a pretty solid buy. We're seeing low overhead supply on the chart, and based on where those warrants are below the current stock price. I can't think of a better drone play to take a look at right now. This is the chart. We looked at dilution risk. We looked at how they're not funded by the government on an ongoing basis, but they have received funding from the government, okay? The Department of Energy did fund them. This level is super clear, $10. This next level up around 12 is super clear. And once they get over 15, that is a blue sky opportunity. So that's the extent of depth that this YouTube video really ought to go into. If you want to talk more, you can head over to stockscommunity.com, talk about any stock. I will be in there, and you can try it out for $25 for 7 days. If you think that's worth it, head over, give it a shot. You'll see a couple testimonials on there. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Keep an eye on drone stocks.
This is Sam Putnam. This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam.
This is Sam Putnam.